All right. These stories are connected, but somewhat not connected, but I have to talk about it because, my goodness, my audience, you guys and gals, you beautiful men and women, all you beautiful lovelies, my mornings, my sunshines, yet you never disappoint me. Okay? And I am proud of how diverse and strong this audience is. You don't hold your opinions back. You're great. So this segment is about basically, hey, number one, Kamala Harris's campaign is still asking us for money. They're still asking us for money. They're looking up. They're looking down. They're looking to the left. They're looking to the right. They're looking at your pockets. They're looking at your shoes. And they're still asking for money. And, gee, Democrats, Kamala, if you wanted money, you have to earn it, okay? Maybe show how strong and dedicated you are. Because before Kamala Harris's campaign keeps on knocking at the door, please give us money. Remember, it was the Biden campaign, okay? And Biden and Kamala fail to inspire. They fail to inspire their voters. And yet, well, gee, Kit, why do they fail? It's because the whole administration was one big lie. I mean, let's face it. Was Biden as sharp as attack? Hell, type 1 for yes, Kit, he was. He was on point. Type 2, no, man, that's sleepy Joe Biden. I wonder how many 2s are going to be in the chat because just right now, at the summit with African leaders, Joe Biden's fallen asleep. I'm sorry. Let me be clear on that again. Joe Biden is falling asleep. He's falling asleep. He's asleep. He's asleep. He's asleep. Look. The president of, get this, these United States. All right, Joe. All right, Joe. Maybe instead of holding your hand in your face or looking all tiresome, you need to be more alert. Who's giving Biden his cocktail? They need to spice it up with some chili peppers or something.
With the U.S. in support of the development of the Lobito Corridor. Tanzania views the Lobito Corridor as an integral part of a broader strategy to enhance connectivity in Africa.
Come on, Mr. President. Mr. President, do you need your glasses with the eyeballs on it that look like you're awake?
We also appreciate the fact that the implementation of the project will provide important opportunities for Africa's development in sectors such as agriculture, renewable energy, digital transformation, trade and logistics along the corridor. Tanzania is already undertaking.
Wake up. Look, I know the feeling. Look, I've been in school. We've all been in school. You had a boring lecture to listen to, and sometimes you're passing out or falling asleep. We've all been there, but you're the president. You have to be alert 24/7.
In internal consultations aiming at aligning this project with national priorities and other bilateral and regional commitments. In closing, allow me to reiterate Tanzania's commitment to regional integration and shared prosperity. We note the progress made on the development of the Lobito Corridor and commend the visionary leadership that has brought this initiative to life. And it is through such partnerships and innovations.
Wake up! Wake up, Mr. President!
That Africa's Agenda 2063 will be realized. I thank you.
And throughout all this inspiration, what is Kamala Harris and her campaign doing? Or specifically the Kamala Harris campaign doing? Well, as you all know, so many Hollywood celebrities, actors and actresses, movie directors, ooh la la, movie directors. And oh, wait. Instagram and X and TikTok influencers. You had big name, authors. You had front end people, all of them going to bat for Kamala. Okay. You had even corporate media going to bat for Kamala in her campaign. $1 billion spent and $20 million in debt. She's asking me for money, asking you for money.
Vice President Kamala Harris and her campaign are still asking for donations, despite Donald Trump's resounding victory November 5th. Emails from the campaign include phrases like, quote, Even a quick donation of $50 is enough to help us in this fight. And, quote, please do not click away. Political writing this. The fundraising appeals may be necessary. Harris's operation ended with around $20 million in debt, and there's limited ways campaigns can pay that down under federal law. The emails themselves do not mention debt. Instead, they cite the organization's support for recount efforts and close race.
No, bull. Enough is the election's over now. It's over. OVER, okay? You know, Kamala asking me for money. Here's what I gotta say about this. Here's all these big brain people saying that Biden was sharp as a tack and Kamala had what it took. You know what it says about them? Here's what it says about them.
I don't know anything about politics. I don't know anything about politics. I don't know anything about politics.
And asking me for money, here's what I think about it.
And here's what I think about it.
That's right.
Races and legal challenges. Now, the Harris campaign denies it had outstanding debts on Election Day. Politico, though, writes this. $551 million on TV and digital advertising was their biggest spend, Maria. And many quotes in the New York Post this morning as well, with additional coverage of the story, cite Democratic donors to say they are insulted and that they were given, they gave their money, and they're tired of the shakedown, basically. And that's
so. First of all, Flex Dig says, "Time to start twerking, Cupola." Hey, Flex Diggs, get up, go see the White House counselor right now. Tell her what you just said. Go now. 1.4 billion plus 20 million. Yeah, but she's in the red for 20 million, man. Herb Green. Popeye the Sailor. This is what happens when she don't pay her pimp. Listen, get up, go see the White House counselor right now, sir. Go, Popeye the Sailor. I want you to tell the White House counselor what you just said. Go right now.
That's my paraphrase on that one.
And she wants more money. Okay.
Yep.
And the donors are saying, well, wait a second, you just blew through more than $1 billion and you still owe 20+ million. Okay. And you lost. One of the donors was quite adamant about this. That's John Morgan. Here he is. Watch this.
I think this disqualifies her forever. If you can't run a campaign, you can't run America. So the same thing is going to follow Harris for the rest of her career. She cannot be trusted with the money. And the donors are going to be like, where is this money?
Yeah. Well, so I mean, look, Liz, what did she pay out? Beyonce, $10 million, and she didn't even sing? What did she pay out? Harpo Productions, $2.5 million. Harpo is owned by Oprah.
Yeah, which, by the way, that was a softball interview. If the Oprah cannot help you with the softball question that you got, and even Oprah was looking like, oh, my God, I think I might have ruined my reputation. Don't worry, Oprah. You kind of did that with the people behind it already. Your reputation's already gone. And then, of course, there's a View giving Kamala a softball question. She couldn't answer questions to save her life. And yet the campaign has the audacity. Hey, liberals, do you like getting treated like an OnlyFans simp? Because this is how OnlyFans simps get treated, okay? They go for, oh, yeah, she totally likes me. I just need to give her $100 more. You know, there's one simp in particular that gave over like $1 million to one of those OnlyFans models in a year. $1 million. That's one rich degenerate or a dude who's going to go into debt for somebody that doesn't even know them or like them. That's these politicians, okay? And Kamala's asking her voting base to bail her out. If you can't run a campaign, you can't run a country.
No matter how many times Oprah says, I didn't get any money. Okay. Harpo Productions got $2.5 million, we're told. The Federal Election Commission reports that it was $10 million that went to Beyonce. Liz, she didn't even sing.
Yeah, honestly, the wasted money is pretty staggering. Let's bring this down to this. 15 weeks, $100 million per week, Maria. That's what it works out to. And by the way, here's my thought. Oprah Winfrey obviously really, really wanted Kamala Harris to win. Why didn't she foot the bill for that interview? Why didn't Al Sharpton throw in the $500,000 that apparently the campaign?
It's because they don't care and they want to get paid. They got to get paid. They want that cash money, that cash. See, a lot of these Hollywood people, they're acting. The key word is acting. They don't give a damn. They're acting. Just like how all those Hollywood actors and actresses were protesting with the Writers Guild and all the people who were striking in Hollywood like a year ago. They didn't care. They were just there for the feel-good points. PR people were also kind of promoting them. It was all stupid. It's all an act. It's all an act because they got paid. The money. It's the money, Lebowski. It's always about the dollars, always about the money and who's going to get what. That's just the name of the game.
Paid for him ahead of a very fawning interview. Don't these people actually want her to win? I mean, it's pretty shocking.
Have you ever seen this, Cheryl? I mean, paying for interviews? Okay.
No.
Donald Trump did like 100 interviews in a couple of weeks. He went on Joe Rogan. He would never pay for any interviews. People wanted to hear what he had to say, not to pay for. Have you ever heard of that, paying for interviews?
The Al Sharpton example I find egregious, and it's been widely reported that staffers at MSNBC are furious and say this cannot go on. It's just an insult to their viewers, and you know, to know going out and paying for these interviews is just egregious. And this is why, I mean, look, by the way, February 1st, the DNC has to elect a new leader. They better make a wise choice because they've got a lot of problems right now.
John, you want to say anything before John?
They have no plan. So what's the takeaway from this? You have Biden sleeping. Sir, how did the treaty go? Treaty? What treaty, Jack? What are you talking about? Sir, how did your meeting go with all the summit leaders? Summit leaders? I thought it was back in time, man. When it was 1970. I was my good friend, Strom Thurmond. We're going to be against busing and desegregation. No, Mr. President, you can't say that. It's not the civil rights era anymore. It's 2024. What, man? But me and Bill Clinton are going to sign the crime bill, Jack. Oh, my God. They're asking for money, and they don't even deserve it. They're asking for money, and they lost. They're asking for money. Listen, Kamala, you know, not to defend Kamala. Hang on. Don't put down your tomatoes. But I think she got played. Horribly played. Horribly played. Because after the two attempts on Donald Trump, especially after the first one, in which a shooter tried to go after Donald Trump, he had a lot of momentum surrounding him. You know, that infamous photo where he's telling people to fight, 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 fight. And after that disastrous debate that Biden had with Trump, I mean, the blood was in the water. Yes, anything can happen. All depends on voter turnout. But for the most part, if you really had your finger to the ground, to the pulse, it was clear that Trump was going to win. It's very clear about that. The evidence is out there. It's so effing obvious that you have to be blind. But everybody in the liberal media sphere, well, kind of had their blinders on. But for one moment, they peaked and they realized, uh-oh, what do we do? Do we take a gamble with Biden still? No. Do we take a gamble with Kamala? Yeah, because why put out one of their quote-unquote maybe potential heavy hitters just for them to lose? So they made Kamala the sacrificial lamb. And let's face it, corporate media, the Kamala campaign weren't being honest about their numbers or voter enthusiasm. And yet, throughout all these lies, they were still asking us for money. For all these lies, they were saying that, oh, Kamala can do it. We just got to give them more money. More money. Do you see why I talk about citizen ballot initiatives and why we need to abolish all political parties? Why we need to get money out of politics? Hey, Jank, wasn't that your thing a long time ago to get money out of politics? That was a thing to do. Getting money out of politics. This is a prime example. These politicians and parties wouldn't exist if we actually truly upended and removed the corruption that allows it to flourish. If we actually get money out of politics through citizen ballot initiatives for people actually getting involved and stepping up, these politicians would be nothing. Their careers would be over if we got rid of the money train. And it shows you how inconsiderate Kamala and her campaign advisors truly are. They couldn't maintain or even have a strong, balanced budget for a campaign. Over $1 billion spent and $20 million in the red, asking voters that are probably tired and burnt out for more money. So many people suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, completely disillusioned, are now still getting emails. You know, and let's face it, I cover politics too. and I even have to, occasionally follow some of these politicians here and there. And I'm still getting emails from Democrats. Give us money, Kit. Please give us money. Money us now. Give us money. For those who are still getting those emails, there's ways in which you could block them, but don't worry. Bernie Sanders, that nutless wonder, gave away all of our emails. So you'll probably get a different email from another Democrat institution or Democrat group. They're going to keep on sending you emails, asking you for money. The best way for them to learn their lesson, close your wallet. Focus on something else other than with the Democrat and, yes, Republican Party. Because these politicians will continue to ask for money and deliver nothing in return. It's like an abusive relationship. Oh, I promise I won't cheat on you. Oh, I promise I won't steal your car. Oh, I promise I won't eat the last of your food in your refrigerator. But please give me more money. Give me money. Give me money. Always asking for money. This is the goal from here on out. For any one of you, if you can. If you know somebody right now that's disillusioned, maybe slowly introduce yourself, talk to them, and maybe help spread the word about closing up everybody's walls to these politicians. Because once the walls are closed up, oh my goodness, they'll stop twerking on that stage. They'll stop saying, hey, give me cash. And they'll go away because they can't survive. If the populace become involved, things can and will change. But how pathetic is it? I mean, once again, I got to pull this up here. I'm still shocked and surprised. Roger Meadows, I'm gonna name drop you here, Roger. The reason why we got this Biden video here. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is the president of the United States. Of these United States. He's asleep. He's asleep. I mean, right here. Fast forward. Right here. Oh, hand covering his face. Did he crap himself? Did he crap himself? Right there like that, Mr. President. Mr. President, wake up, sir. Sir, wake up. Please wake up, sir. Sir, how's the treaty going? This is a summit of leaders in Africa. For everybody to see, the president is asleep, and the Democrats wonder why they lost. Stop asking for money, Democrats. All right? You sound very desperate.